So, are you excited about getting back to work and getting your shop, factory, or office opened up again and working? So am I. So I wanted to reach out to you and tell you a few things that we have noticed along the way that may help you in your planning. We've been working throughout this time from home, and we have been working with many essential businesses. Those businesses, I think, can show us what we may need to be able to do when we open up as well. Although no clear plans have been given, I think this is a reasonable place for us to look and to prepare ourselves so that we're ready whenever we are given the all clear sign. I think one of the number one things you'll need is a thermometer. Essential businesses have been required to take the temperature of employees every morning when they come into work to make sure that they do not have a fever. The best way to do that is with an infrared thermometer, which is what this is. The infrared thermometer allows you to take the temperature of an employee without actually touching the employee. That allows you to move faster from one employee to the next and get them into work, taking temperatures and approving them as they go in. This is how it works. You turn it on, you point it at your forehead. You want it to be fairly close, but not touching. You press the button, and you wait for the beeps to tell you that it has taken the temperature. And you can see that my temperature right now is 97.7. So we do have those available. We have a second load of those coming in. We're expecting those yet this week. So please get a hold of us. There are some available still for purchase, and we can set you up with one of those. I think another thing that you're going to need is hand sanitizer, and we want you to know the current state of hand sanitizer in our industry. So usually, most of our clients would order a half of an ounce, or 2 ounces to hand out, and we would be branding those with our logo and handing those out to potential customers, usually at health fairs or other events. But right now, what's happening is that we're most likely going to need those containers to be larger because you're going to want hand sanitizer set out throughout your location so that employees can easily and quickly access that as they need it. One of the things that we have noticed is that is exactly what is happening, is that the size of the hand sanitizer bottles are growing. So we are normally seeing 4 ounce and 8 ounce bottles right now. Not saying the smaller ones aren't available at all, but they are fairly scarce, mostly because it's been very difficult for suppliers to source the bottles that they normally use. They have all been used. There's a shortage of bottles right now. So we've seen the different sizes and a wide variety of containers. Recently, I've seen containers such as, if you remember the old Capri Sun pouches that you used to drink as kids, that you'd have the little straw that you would stick into and drink out of. Those are very flexible pouches. I've seen something similar to that, but with not the straw, obviously, but with a twist on and off cap for those. I've also seen hand sanitizer being sold in a bottle that you would normally see motor oil in. We're not using as much motor oil right now because we're not doing a lot of traveling in our cars. So those bottles are available. So they're just being multi-purposed and reused for, not reused, but new bottles being used for hand sanitizer. Also seeing bottles similar to what you might see bleach come in, gallon-sized bottles, that type of thing. So larger sizes. The other thing that we're mostly seeing is that the hand sanitizer right now is liquid instead of gel. We normally have sold mostly gel, although liquid has always been available. One of the reasons I believe for that is because with the different types of bottles that they are having to source and use for the sanitizer, there's no way to pump up and out or to spray out, because a lot of the pumps and the sprays are also behind on orders and not available readily. So liquid is able to just open the cap and pour out. So that's why you're probably seeing that. You've also probably heard and read about some distilleries across the country who have switched from making spirits such as bourbon, vodka, and gin, and started making hand sanitizer. We have sourced some of that as well. We'll be picking up our load this week as well and having that available. So some of those are coming in glass bottles, the exact glass bottles that you would see the vodka, gin, and bourbon coming from those facilities. So a little bit of some different things to expect that way. The other thing is that production has been much longer. What's happening is when a supplier comes out with more hand sanitizer available, everyone jumps on that very quickly because we're all waiting for that. And then very quickly, within days generally, we are seeing them saying they have to stop taking orders for sanitizer. What is happening is that the orders are coming in so fast that they cannot get them into their system, so they don't know if they have oversold or not oversold the amount that they have available. So they shut off ordering until they can determine what that is, and then production is taking 4 to 8 weeks. I would say generally you're looking more 7 to 8 weeks production on hand sanitizer. So that is why we've been trying to keep it in our pipeline and available, so you can purchase it in the larger quantity or the larger sizes, so that you're ready again to reopen. So check that out with us. And again, those will go fairly quickly. We already have most of them sold. The other thing I want to let you know is if you do have containers at home that you're using hand sanitizer in right now, or maybe other products, but you've used all of that product, but it has a spray or a pump on it, you might want to keep those, clean those out and have those ready so that you can quickly pour sanitizer in and have that if you prefer a pump or a spray. Those pumps and those sprays do regulate better how much you're getting out of the bottle, instead of, as opposed to opening up, unscrewing the lid and just pouring some into your hand. That would be a harder thing to regulate, I believe. So keep that in mind, and maybe keep those containers for use with your hand sanitizer. The other thing that you may want are masks. We've seen a variety of those come out, everything from over the ear to being able to tie in the back of the head. We also are seeing some that have are one sheet, and it's a part of a t-shirt, and it has holes cut out that you can put over your ears to hold the mask on. Those are all of these are ones that you can rewear, so that you don't have to consider them disposable. And then most of those we can also have your logo imprinted on if you would like to do that, or if you just want some blank, we can also help you with that. Again, we have pre-ordered some of those, and so if you are in need and in need quickly, let us know. We have one order in, and then we also have another order coming in the next few weeks. So reach out to us on any of these items. We would be happy to help you with those. We want you to be as prepared and ready as you can be for when we're given the sign and being able to go back to work. If you have questions, please call us at Promo Hits or email us at melinda@promohitsltd.com. Our website is www.promohits with an S, LTD, short for limited.com. Thank you and good luck.